Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the holiday hoopla, where at the Pazer household we get a little bit crazier than a shindig, but not quite as crazy as a hootenanny. Today we are decorating the house. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to put on some Christmas music, put on some Ambient Worlds Disney music, and got things unboxed, unbagged, untagged, washed, whole 9 yards. So come along with me as we get it all taken out, put together, set up, and make the household completely Christmatized. Christmasized? Christmassy? Christmas ready? Whatever works. So the first thing that I did was everything that I had purchased from the stores, from online, everything that you guys saw in my hauls, I took out and kind of put where they needed to. So the first thing that I liked to do is my Nespresso pods, mostly because I drink coffee during the entire time. So I got my Rae Dunn Christmas Treats cookie jar, got all the Nespresso pods put in it, and got that all set up, and then actually made myself a latte. So just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up / background info / FYI, I actually did this over 2 days. So I did all of the house over a Saturday and Sunday. So that's why it looks kind of funky during different parts of this video, because there is one whole day and then like another half. So then I got everything from Bath & Body. Absolutely love my little candle holder. And then I had to get my cute little marshmallow guys out onto my tiered tray. So I'm not really fully getting everything set up and decorated yet. I'm just getting it set up and put where it needs to go, so that whenever I do go to decorate everything, my life is just that much easier. So at this point in time, I think we're like almost halfway through December. I don't think we're quite halfway. I think we're almost halfway. But if you haven't yet, make sure that you are doing what you need to do to enter my giveaway. So I know I briefly talked about it in my haul video, but I have some extra added goodies that I have purchased, and I'll go over them in a different video. But we decided, because I was decorating, let's get the fireplace going. And you can see I'm jamming out to some Christmas music. And at one point we did have to stop and have a whole dance party. So it seemed like for me, just with everything mentally organizing, doing the powder room was going to be the easiest first thing to completely do. So I got that coconut mint drop soap that I got from Bath & Body Works into the Santa Mickey soap dispenser, and got that put into the bathroom, or powder room I should say, along with my Rae Dunn Merry and Bright towel. Now, our powder room is actually Disney themed. We have Disney soaps, like the little hard ones you get from Basin with the Mickey shapes. We've got some framed pictures of Disney stuff all in our powder room. The only thing we need to get is a mirror for the powder room, but we're being a little bit picky and taking our time picking out the one that we want. So worked perfectly in the bathroom. It was just very Christmassy. And then I started on the bar / tiered tray / kitchen area. So we don't actually have like a freestanding bar in our house. We actually just use this back of, I guess you could call it the back of the counter area, for our bar tiered tray area. So our island, I guess you could call it an island in all reality, because I mean it is freestanding, but that's where our sink and our dishwasher and everything is, but it's open to the living room, which we really liked. So got those mini candy canes that I got at Target, and I put them inside the little marshmallow cups and kind of made it look like hair, and it turned out absolutely adorable. I was so happy with it. And then those soft peppermint puffs, I just kind of filled in the gaps everywhere, and of course ate a couple along the way, and then had muffin here and there, just checking things out, smelling things, having fun with the party. The cookie cutters worked perfectly. My little hot cocoa snowman was perfect. I'm just so happy with how the tiered tray turned out. It's just super cozy. I love the fact that you can just grab a candy cane or grab a peppermint puff when you walk by and, have a little snack in a way. One thing I had tried with it was I got some fairy lights, and tried to see what those would look like. At first I thought they were really cute, and then I just wasn't crazy about them. I think ultimately it was just that fairy light string was too long. I think that was my problem. So I ended up taking them off. Once I got the tiered tray done, then it was time that I did the mantle. And it wasn't necessarily like logically next on the list. It was more of I just wanted to put the stockings up. So we got the lit garland put up, and the really cool thing about that garland was on the very end of it was a hook. So it was almost as if you bought multiple of them, they would all hook together and work. So I was actually able to hook it onto the mantle. And as you can see, I'm just hooking it on right here. Had to rearrange a couple things because we have so much on our mantle to begin with. But I was able to hook it on and it stayed pretty sturdy. Then I put all the stocking hooks up. And just because, of course, I'm very nervous and I don't want to accidentally knock anything over or break anything, I used the 4th mantle clip and I just clipped the end of the garland and everything just to make sure and be extra safe and cautious. But that thing is secure. Unless you pull really hard, it's not coming down. So then I got the ornament hooks put up. First stocking that not ornament hooks, stocking hooks. First one I put up was, of course, Muffins, her nice kitty one that we always put in the middle, and then I put mine and Greg's on either side. These stockings we actually found a couple years ago at Home Goods. They are all rhinestoned, and I just love how when we have the fireplace going, the silver just sparkles and the rhinestones glitter, and it's just gorgeous. At that point, all of the bags and everything had been taken care of and done. Then it was time for all of my totes. So I took a couple minutes and I just went through each one and I put everything where it needs to go. So you saw my Disney tree video. It went up, I think yesterday or the day before. Took all of the Disney ornaments and put them into our bedroom. All of the main tree ornaments put over in the area where the main tree goes. So I did all of that, just again, keep life a little bit easy. This particular tote had all of my Christmas floral, which goes in 2 separate places. It goes one on our candle stand tray. It's not a tray. I'm just going to call it the candle stand because it's a drawered table, but it's completely filled with candles. All of the drawers are filled with candles. I think I might have a candle problem. And then the other one goes just like our feathers for Halloween. It goes into our cork vase. So I wanted to do this one first just because I loved the like berry stems and the glittery flower stems that I got for this year, and then it went with the poinsettias that I had last year. So I took and got that all arranged, all the tags cut off, and the really nice thing about the corks was that because they're all little, I can actually rearrange everything like as we go. And if I just kind of like shake the stem itself, it'll move the cork so that everything just anchors in place. And that makes everything so much easier when I'm arranging it and trying to get things to stay in place, because the cork helps it stay in place. Got it the way that I liked, and I got it looking how I liked it. So then I just put it up, arranged the vase, and then I went onto our skull vase on the candle table. I really need to figure out a name for that. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Candle stand, candle table, candle central. I have no idea. So this one had a little bit of problems with it, as you'll see. So this one is blue and I got the burgundy roses as like adding a touch. And then I always put silver. So if you ever saw last year's Christmas decoration video, it was all blue and silver. Wanted to add a little bit of warmth into it just because the living room is so much bigger now. Everything is open. And I wanted to tie it in with the dining room vase. But as you can see, everything is just so spread out. And I could not get it to look nice, and it just looked very haphazard. So what I ended up doing was I got an old elastic hair tie that I no longer use because now I only use scrunchies or Invisibobbles, and I actually tied all the stems together with a hair tie. Let me tell you, it worked perfect. So when I did that the first time, it kind of messed up the arrangement of the flowers, so I kept the hair tie in place and I took everything out except for the burgundy roses. So the way that I did that was I put the hair tie on and arranged the burgundy roses and then held the hair tie in place while I put all of the rest of the stems in where I wanted them to go. At this point, this time around, everything actually stayed perfectly where it needed to go. It stayed together and it stood up. And as you see now, it looks so much better. Then I just felt like I needed some filler. So I put some of those silver little puff balls, some silver leafy things, and then some champagne and silver beads. Just to fill it, give it some height, give it some depth, and just to make everything pop and just feel very wintry. Now, the next day, so this is Saturday morning, I started working on the banister. And if you saw my Halloween decorate video, you'll know that this rope light has been up since Halloween. It actually changes colors and has like 8 or 9 different colors. So I changed it to purple for Halloween, and then obviously it's blue for Christmas. And it has a light blue and a dark blue. I absolutely love how the light blue ended up looking. So started with the garland. As it turned out, the 18 feet of garland was enough for what I wanted to do this year. I think for next year, I may get another one and take it the entire way down the staircase. But this year, the garland works perfectly with the rope light. So they both were the same length and ended up it worked. Got everything plugged in. We actually found at Home Depot these universal plugs and remotes. So there's one remote for 3 plugs, and we were able to put everything outside the mantle and the banister all on it. So I can hit one button and everything turns on. I'll try to link it below for you guys. It makes life so nice and so much simpler. Next, I did that silver and beaded garland that I got from Michael's onto my banister. Now, one thing that I found as I was unraveling it, so it was an online only item and they didn't have like an unraveled picture online. They only had it rolled up like how it came. It actually has like the main center strand, but then it has every couple of inches 3 or 4 little strands that dangle off of it with crystals and beads on the end. So what I did was I put it on very loosely at first, and then I went back and redid it and made it so that everything looked like it was icicles hanging down. Then I went in with my gingerbread people and put those on. Then I went in with the candy and filled in. Basically, the way that I was able to do it was like gingerbread candy, and alternated so that you had a little mix of color the whole way down. And then once I had all of those completely placed where I wanted them and I was happy with them, I then went in with the silver and white ornament picks and the silver spiral picks and filled in just to give, again, the sparkle, the depth, all of that. And I don't know if it shows up as well on video as it does in real life, but the blue mixed with the garland and the lights are just gorgeous. It looks very icy and Winter Wonderlandy, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So one thing I actually ended up doing with the banister that I didn't film was the 50th anniversary Disney ornaments didn't go on my Disney tree. I wanted to do something special with them. And as it turns out, the garland had wire in the branches just like a normal Christmas tree. So I went through and I actually hung all of my 50th anniversary ornaments up the outside of the banister. So this is how I decorated my house for Christmas this year in 2021. I think next year I may go a little bit bigger and a little bit bolder and brighter and winterier. My grandma, before we had moved, had given me a miniature village, so I added that kind of last minute, which is why I didn't film actually putting out there. But I got myself the mini cotton candy, and then the roller coaster was part of it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite part was. Don't forget to enter for the giveaway. Check me out on Instagram, hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. I think tomorrow's another decorate video. See ya, everybody.